Hey, are you thinking about moving to Wasaga Beach and you want to learn everything that's going on, population, development, just kind of high level what's happening in town? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about the presentation that we just received from the town of Wasaga Beach, talking about all those things like development and just what's going on in town in general. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Wasaga Beach or the general area, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. That way you'll be the first to know everything that's happening here. My name's Kevin DeSolva and I'm a local real estate agent with Royal LePage Locations North, and I get calls all the time from people just like you that are looking to make that lifestyle change. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to do that next month, next year, or you simply just want to learn more, make sure you reach out to me. In the description box of this video, there's all the ways you could do that, including a Zoom link where you can book a call directly on my calendar at a time that works for you. Now let's get into it and talk about what's happening in Wasaga Beach. All right, so like I said, we had a presentation meeting with the town, talking about everything that's happening in Wasaga Beach. And even though this might not be super all about real estate, if you're thinking about moving here to Wasaga, you want to know what's happening here in town development wise and just kind of high level stories. So we do these kinds of videos only once a year towards the end of the year, because that's when we go to those presentations and refreshing reminders and everything that's happening in town. Cameron Watt from the town was who did this presentation, and he was nice enough to send it over to me to share with everybody else. All right, so some high level census data, community numbers about Wasaga Beach that a lot of people want to know. Full-time residents, that's one of the main things people always want to like. How many people in Wasaga Beach cottage here and how many people live here? And according to the 2021 census, 78.5% of all dwellings are full-time residents. So just over 3/4, which feels just about right. As a Wasaga Beach resident, I'd say that's pretty accurate. It feels just about right, even a few years later. Population is 24,000, 20% growth since 2016. The average age is 50. As more and more young families move to Wasaga Beach, that is going to be changing. Housing stock detached. Housing is 82% of our town's residential units. Semis and towns, 10%. And then other units like apartments, 6.6%. Building permit data for Wasaga Beach for 2025 year to date. So number of applications, we're sitting at 53 year to date, and this is 3/4 of the way through 2025. So we might reach 2024 levels. I'm pretty confident it will happen, but it's definitely not going to reach 2020 to 2023 numbers of in a couple hundreds. 2021, 530 permits. Wow, not quite as many as then, but still some activity happening. And a lot of these other ones were, a lot of new subdivisions happening and residential applications. So there's a lot of building going on in the past few years here. So that's high level building permit data for the past 5 years. Huge news that we're going to talk about is the Marriott Hotel coming to Wasaga Beach. Make sure you watch my other videos on the channel, especially the one about the Wasaga Beach beachfront development, when they demolish a strip and the plan about what's coming there, the $38 million investment into Wasaga Beach that we got from the funding from the province. So check out those two videos for sure. There's plenty of others on my channel, the new Wasaga Beach development housing. There's so many there. Definitely check those out. But coming to Beach Area 1, Marriott Hotel in a Festival Square, as a part of a partnership with Sunray Group, they're going to invest $45 million to build what they're saying 120-room Marriott Hotel. I've heard anywhere between 120, 140. It's not finalized yet, but it is exciting. That's a rendering of what it happens. No, those palm trees are not real. I wish they were. I really wish they were. Man, even if they're fake, I'm okay with them being fake palm trees. Put them on the beach. I'm in. That's gonna change that's gonna change Beach 1 as most people know it. But some people, there's mixed feelings. People miss what Wasaga used to be and what it's been for so many years and what it's been known as. But there's also many people excited for the change, including myself. To be honest, I'm on the side of improvement, so I'm looking forward to it. Construction is expected to begin in 2026 on the hotel section. Some of the construction as part of the redevelopment has already started, which I'll get to. So over here is an overhead map, satellite view, and showing the different parts and phases of the development that I'll talk about right now. The yellow section right here is where the Marriott hotel is going to be right in this section right here. There's an ancillary hotel and some placeholders here. There's no confirmations of what will happen there yet, but the main hotel will be right in this section right over here. The other part of the development that's already started is the Stonebridge part of the development. The Stonebridge Building Group developing their Breakers townhome development. And that's this block right here between 1st and 3rd. And this building right here, there is already constructed. The windows are in, the roofs are in. They're doing the standing seam roof this week, and they're going to start the next building soon. If you drive by it, you will see these are the units that will have commercial on the main floor. Any investors that want to get into those, there's only going to be so many with the commercial on the main floor. The rest will be townhomes top to bottom, no commercial on the main floor. But this building, and this building, those two and this one are the ones that are going to have commercial on the bottom floor. And then Destination Wasaga, it's always been Destination Niagara. Well, the town the province, I should say, is investing into Destination Wasaga, and the 2025 Ontario budget, $38 million was allocated to assist the town of Wasaga Beach with reimagining and revitalizing its downtown and main tourist area. More on this, check out the video on our channel about the $38 million investment into Wasaga Beach. Be sure to comment and leave your thoughts on those, regardless of what side of support those comments are on. I'm open to everything. $11 million is to support the reconstruction of Beach Drive. They are raising the road 5 feet. Sometimes we have years with high water levels and the water gets on the road. And housing development, they can't have that happen. The road is being raised 5 feet. As of a couple of weeks ago, the steel break wall that's going to hold in that road has arrived. They are putting it in. It is under construction. It is happening right now. Some other projects happening in Wasaga Beach right now are the roads. One of the main complaints about Wasaga Beach is getting across it from east to west or west to east. There's kind of only one through street, kind of two through streets with River Road and Moseley, and they get busy. As a resident, I'm pretty happy with what they've done. They've widened the road a little bit, not so much adding extra directional lanes, but they added a turning lane all the way down River Road. Basically from just past Oxbow, the Schoonertown Bridge in Oxbow, just past that, over towards kind of where Town Hall is, and I believe they're going to continue extending that. But what they've done is they've added a bike lane and a turning lane. And the key thing is the turning lane. Before, with no turning lane, and it was just one way there, one way east, one way west, if anybody stops to make a left, it backs up everything. That's really slowed things down. So just from a little bit of widening and just adding in a turning lane, personally, I've noticed a huge improvement. Just way less slowdowns and stopping from people turning. I'm really impressed with that. The impacted area right now is over here, getting close to Beach 1 on the River Road side. Yeah, so that was Veterans Way to Blueberry Trails. Yeah, that's includes storm sewer, curb and gutter, sidewalks, and designated bike lanes. That's what I was talking about. That project is now completed, and I believe the next phase, they'll keep extending it, working east. Okay, Beach Drive, Beach Area 1 reconstruction. Around all that Beach 1 development. Again, then they're raising the road the 5 feet I was talking about. So there's so much going on at Beach 1 right now. There will be more videos on this. Make sure you subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so you can stay on top of what's happening here, because there will be often updates. If you're curious, active development applications, if you're curious about what's happening in town, where things are at, this is all public information and it's very easy to find. If you just go on Google and type in active development map, it's going to bring you to this page right here. I have it open already just to make it easy, and you could just go in here, click on the map viewer right on the Wasaga Beach website, and you can click around on whatever you'd like, see what phase they're at. For example, the famous one, the Costco application. On the Costco website, it hasn't been confirmed that they're coming to Wasaga Beach, but it sounds like it's pretty much there. Okay, that's who's applied for this. You can go ahead and click on more info, what documents are here. You can see the submissions. This is public information. Have a look. If you can't find it, shoot me a message. I'll share the link with you. But again, public information, you can go through everything, see all the plans that are involved in doing all this. So again, that's a very good public resource that you can go to. And it's, again, all you have to do is Google Wasaga Beach active developments, and everything will be right here. You click around any of these shaded areas or developments, these shaded orangey color areas or developments. You can click on any of them and get information on anything regarding the development. Okay, next, the Costco. Oh yeah, everybody thinks it's right behind the casino. It's behind the casino, but it's not right behind the casino like everybody thinks. I'll show you where it is. So right now it's in site plan approval. Building permit has been submitted. See, it's not official. It's been submitted, but it's not like official opening dates yet or anything like that. So the hotel's right here. So not the hotel, the casino. The casino's right here, you'll see. And the Costco is actually over here. So off of 26, if you're coming northbound, let's say from Stainer, like that would be coming from Stainer going northbound, Collingwood is going over this way. There's your roundabout to Moseley to go into Wasaga Beach. And you would just go down Moseley, hook a right on the Lions Court roundabout, and then Costco will be right here. You will be able to see it for sure from right here. You could definitely see it from the road here. Clear, unobstructed view. There's some controversy, some people that maybe aren't so happy. This is Ramblewood right here, and people that maybe live around Ramblewood, Cherry Sands, Allegra, Cristiano, Bianca, all these streets over here. You know, some of them aren't too happy about it. Some of them, I can't speak for all of them, but I've heard, you know, some people not too happy. I don't feel it's a bad location for it, being on the outskirts of town. If it was midtown, I think it'd be worse because there's already, again, only kind of 2 through streets through Wasaga Beach, and it would just add way more traffic if it was midtown. I actually think being on an outskirt is probably a good call. The breakers. This is the Stonebridge building group that I said that you will see up right here, phase 1. The first building is up, the roof is on, like I said, the windows are in. I already took a walkthrough of it. I got a view from the rooftop terrace. Thank you to Stonebridge Building Group for having me there. It was nice to be one of the first to see that view of what our new beachfront townhomes are going to look like, and to get that view right from the top, right from the terrace. That was really cool. So thank you to Stonebridge Building Group. Excited for what's next over there. Okay, so this is the breakers. Again, stay tuned. Reach out to me if you want more information on this. Pricing isn't out yet as of time of making this video, but it is coming out soon, and it's pretty limited, especially the commercial units, okay? The commercial units on the bottom with the townhome up top and then the second suite. Let me know if you want information and I will put you on the list. Community Hub. The location of this is actually just beside the new hockey arena. And this is where the kindergarten to 12 school is going to be, including a community theater, a childcare facility, and a community hub. It's going to hold about 1,000 students. Projected opening date is fall 2027. This is a Catholic school. There's going to be a lot going on here. It is going to be a really cool community hub. It already kind of is. The amount of people that go hang out at that hockey arena, because that's where the library is too, by the way. So the amount of events that already happen there, it's already becoming the community hub, right? We got the Recplex on the other side of town at the YMCA, but this is also certainly becoming a community hub, and looking forward to going on here. The school's on its way. They are doing the earthworks. They're moving around dirt. Drive by it every day, and it's coming. It's happening. This is the other high school. That's right, other high school. Wasaga has never had a high school, and all of a sudden we got 2 coming. This is amazing. Amazing news for a growing community. This one is the public school. It's in grade 9 to 12, and it's on Sunnydale in the new Sunnydale subdivision, just like on your way out of town, working your way south from the water. Just like a couple minutes up the road towards Highway 26, but not quite all the way there, still on the Wasaga side. But that's going to be where the new public school is going to be. Remember, right now, public or Catholic, all the high school kids are getting bussed in to mostly Collingwood and some over to Elmvale, and we're going to get 2 new high schools, both projected to open in fall. This one in fall 2027. Both are projected for 2027 right now. I believe this one got moved up because I had seen later dates of 2028 or 9, but as of now I'm seeing 2027. So maybe there's a bigger push on it because of how fast our community is growing. So this is right beside the casino, right? So right around the casino, another hotel, Hampton Inn, 6 stories, 150 units, a gas station with convenience store, restaurant with a drive-through, and 9-unit multi-unit retail building. We'll see what that looks like. But that'll be on the complete west end of town. Really good for the west end development. You know, there's a ton of development at each one, but the west end we can't ignore. There's a lot going on the west end. Being on the Collingwood side, there's a lot of through traffic through Stainer and through 26. We want to make sure that side gets developed properly too. These are just some other subdivision plans. Well, a lot of these are under review. There's a lot of new homes in Wasaga Beach, so we'll see how these come along, because, you know, as time goes on, like how many large subdivisions or semi-large or even medium size can we handle? We'll see, because this one's got, you know, 108 single detached homes, 183 stacked towns, and then 36 rear lane townhouses. Another development has 80 townhouses and 134 apartment dwellings, and this one's got 317 dwelling units, and this one's got 474. So, you know, it starts really adding up, right? So we'll see how these get approved and how the pre-sales are like and how the sales are like. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. I do a lot on development. There's a lot of videos on development that you can see here. Let me know if you're interested, and we could talk about what development might be right for you, and depending on your lifestyle and your needs, right? So we could definitely get into that. So again, more developments, 644 units, 103 singles. This is on the east side of town, very close to the new high school, the new Catholic high school, the kindergarten to 12 school, the community hub, the arena. This is over there. And then this is the Premont over on 45th Street South, going towards like Clearview, like towards Stainer kind of. But on the Wasaga side, that's a big one there too, 551 singles. Keep an eye on that one. Let's see when that one comes out. Club Court. This one's known as the Wasaga Sands area, and there's definitely a lot of controversy around this one. Wasaga Sands is an old golf course. People have pretty big lots over there, and there's been a lot of pushback on this development in between all the estate lot kind of homes around the golf course. Stay tuned for this one. As of right now, it's been appealed, Ontario Land Tribunal. So let's keep an eye on this one. I'm not going to get too into it. Again, this is just kind of high level, what's going on in town. Oh, the town is changing the official plan, and they're updating zoning, and there's a lot of changes coming because it hasn't been updated in many years. So they're expecting to finish that by 2026. So we're going to have a new set of rules. Stay tuned. We're going to go over those rules as soon as they become available. You know, if you're talking about building or zoning or just new rules in general, it's always good to know. I try to keep these videos high level. If you want to get into super specifics, let me know. We'll have a call and we'll go over 3 really good resources. Okay, 3 really good resources for you. The town of Wasaga Beach official plan here. If you want to, where is it? Right here. Official plan. This is going to get updated next year though. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that. Zoning bylaw, good resource. You know, the zoning bylaw is something we go to very often for even just general. Is this lot buildable? I always get that question. Is this lot buildable? I go, okay, well, let's check the zoning, right? So we check zoning and let's say we go to the residential zoning. We start with that. That's at least just a starting point, right? So if we go to your typical R1 zoning, let's start with that. And we talk about what kind of uses are allowed there, what kind of non-residential uses are allowed there, like a bed and breakfast, a home occupation. What are the lot areas, minimums, side yard depth, rear yard depth, lot coverage, height, you know, so people might, you know, make sure you don't build too high. So there's just, you know, there's things to consider, right, when we're building. So the zoning page is something we refer to a lot, and one of the most important ones would be the Engage Wasaga Beach website. If you want to stay engaged and know what's happening in Wasaga Beach, the first thing you do is subscribe and tap the bell for notifications on my channel, and the second thing you do is get on the mailing list for the Wasaga Beach Engage page. This page talks about everything that's happening in town, new projects, stuff with Ask the Mayor questions, Q&A stuff, development stuff at the beach. Just there's pages and pages and pages of stuff you can go through here, and honestly, you'll learn a few things. So if you want to get the latest news, you just go here, be informed, get involved. Latest news, click it, and there's a bit of a sign-in sheet. The top right corner, you go register right here, and then put your name in, and then you'll get to know everything that's happening in Wasaga Beach. I hope you found that valuable. It's pretty high level development stuff, just some high level news on what's happening in the beach. I know it wasn't about homes and prices and real estate. If you're thinking about moving to Wasaga Beach, you might want to know what's going on. Like, what are things that are coming to the town? And you never know, you might get some ideas. Maybe you'll get some business ideas if you're moving here with all this development coming. So I do hope you found that valuable. Remember, my name's Kevin Da Silva, and I'm a local real estate agent. If you want to book a call, all the ways you can do that are in the description box of this video, including a Zoom link where you can book a call at a time that works for you specifically. Till then, I am looking forward to helping you make a smooth move to Wasaga Beach.